People smile and tell me I'm the lucky one, and we've just begun. I think I'm gonna have a son. He will be like she and me, as free as a dove, conceived in love. The sun is gonna shine above. And even though we ain't got money, I'm so in love with you, honey, and everything will bring a chain love. And in the morning when I rise, bring a tear of joy to my eyes and tell me everything is gonna be alright. Love a girl who holds the world in a paper cup. Drink it up. Love her and she'll bring you luck. And if you find she helps your mind, better take her home, yeah. Don't you live alone. Try to earn what lovers own. And even though we ain't got money, I'm so in love with you, honey, and everything will bring chain of love. And in the morning when I rise, bring a tear of joy to my eyes and tell me everything is gonna be alright. That was for Danny, because when she was little, her daddy called her Danny and sang her that song. That's Danny's song. But you know what? It's been recorded by so many people. I know Kenny Loggins and Jody Messina, but I think my favorite is actually Anne Murray. But maybe that's just the one because I remember the most. Hey guys, welcome to Bella's Bargains. My name is Amy. How are you today? It is totally easy Tuesday here on Bella's Bargains. So listen, if it's your first time here, please consider sticking around just long enough to figure out if you really like the channel or you don't. Because what I hear is that people, let's see, who was it who told me that? People watch and then they're like, yeah, no, what? This lady's crazy. And then they can't look away. And then they end up here like constantly all the time. So I'm just telling you, it does happen. Let's see. I really got to say, I got to see who did that. Who said blah, 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 blah. That, and she said that when, sorry guys, I should have had this like before I came on, but I totally wasn't thinking about it. And now I'm thinking about it and I can't remember who said it. And I just read it like yesterday. Okay, it doesn't matter. So anyway, it was Jackie. So Jackie said, I just have to read this. Looks like you're gonna make it to 750. We'll go over that in a second. Good for you. I have to admit, when I first came upon your channel, I was like, WTF, and said, no way, she's nuts. But like that bad car accident you speak of, I can't look away. I'm even singing along now. You are definitely very creative and unique. Rock on, Amy. Stay you and stay different, and good luck with your channel. I'd like to be sipping, chipping, and dipping. That was because something I said in the other video. So listen, you guys, it is fun if you stick around. You just got to give it a second. It's like the first time you watch Seinfeld, you were probably like, wait, what? And then, or The Office is another one. You're like, but then you can't stop. Okay, so if you're here, just consider sticking around for a little bit. You're probably going to end up subscribing. I really hope so. And then coming back often. And I do take requests for songs because we open up every video with a song like that one, which was a request from Danny. Okay, but if you want to know anything about this channel, really all you really need to know, the most important thing is that the entire channel is Dollar Tree, and only Dollar Tree. And that is because everything at the Dollar Tree is $1, people. $1. It's, come on. Yeah, can't beat it. And we have so much fun. I do crafts, DIYs, upscales, food reviews, and shopping hauls, all Dollar Tree. All Dollar Tree. Even my supplies for my DIYs are Dollar Tree. And I'm not kidding you. Right down to the glue sticks, not the glue gun. But if you want to know anything more, just click down below. You'll get a description of all the uploads that I do every week. Most often it is 4, sometimes it's 5. This week it was 6, so you just never know. Or last week, rather. All right, I need to hit 750 subscribers. I'm currently at 698. 52 away, you guys. And I have 1 week. Wait, today's Tuesday. Yes. No. Yes. I have 1 week. Because next Tuesday morning, I'm going to get that little whippersnapper. And I hope to say, I won. So, for those of you that don't know, I have a bet going with my grandson. His name is Ezekiel. He's made a couple of comments on the last couple of days. You could probably go comment him back. that he didn't think I would make it on YouTube when I first started my channel. He told my granddaughter, his cousin, that he thought I was lame. He didn't say lame. He said something else. What does it matter? I just say lame. And so I'm growing. And then he's coming out to visit there. And I said, I'm going to be at 750 before you get here. He's like, no, you won't. I go, yeah, I will. So we made a bet. We made a $5 bet. And if I win, he has to come on camera and give me a crisp $5 bill. But this morning when I was talking to him, and for the first time he said, you might make it. He said, well, no matter what, I'm going on camera because if I win, I'm going on there to get my $5 from you. I was like, so you guys are going to get to see little Ezekiel. All right, so help a grandma out. I need to win this bet. I need the bragging rights. Like, it will forever be a thing with him and I. Like, the day he gets married, I'll be like, yeah, remember when I hit 750 and you didn't think I would? Wouldn't it be nice if I was like 750,000 then? Okay, whatever. All right, so subscribers challenge, you guys. Let's not forget we have the subscribers challenge. So I need to make sure today is Tuesday. You're watching this on Tuesday. Please, if you've done the subscriber challenge, send me the pictures via Facebook so I can put them into a video. And I'll probably be showing that at the end of Thursday's video, I think. So I'm saying that because I think it should be Thursdays. I'm going to go with Thursdays. If it's not Thursdays, it would be Foodie Fridays, but I'm pretty sure it'll be on Thursdays. Okay, so there's a couple things, you guys. When the boys are here, I want to know, what would you like to see us do? Because I was thinking we're going camping, so I could maybe do some like totally easy, except that's not Dollar Tree. Never mind. Maybe you just want to see us cook in the kitchen with Dollar Tree foods. We are doing Dollar Tree food reviews. We talked about that this morning. Zane is super excited to do those again with me. But if there's something specific you'd like to see, like maybe Dollar Tree crafts with grandkids. Hey, totally easy Tuesday could be just crafts with them and then like showing ways that we do things that we do there. Okay, that's a possibility. All right, Sandy, for sand dollars at the end of this video, I'm going to give you a couple of ideas. I don't have any sand dollars, but I'm going to give you very specific details of some things that you could do to use your sand dollars to make some decor pieces. All right, let's get going. So today was Totally Easy Tuesday, which means I take things and totally easy. There's a couple things in here today that were slightly harder, but they're still easy. So let me just start with the easiest one, which was taking our welcome Wi-Fi thing. So easy, but it does look better. All I did, I outlined it but I outlined the chalkboard too with the black, okay? And I don't mind when it goes in because there was a damaged part there, so it bleeds in a little bit. Because you'll notice when I outline, it bleeds in slightly. I actually like that. I like that look. And then I did wrap some twine around there. So this is where you would write your Wi-Fi name. So I said SmithNet and then ABC123 for your password on there, whatever. Super simple, but just adding this twine on, I think takes it up a notch, you guys. So there's that. This is another one where all I did was just take it up a notch. So these are the purple glass jars, right? I just hauled these and I told you guys what I was gonna do. Look at that. Doesn't this look like an old-fashioned lantern almost? There is a solar light in here, and look, there's a solar light on this one. So when these light up, you guys, they're so pretty. I will insert film so you can see because it casts. Look, can you see how it casts? No, you can't see it, huh? Well, anyway, I'll show you. I'll do a film at the end. And it's really pretty. So this one though, by doing this, can you see the light there sort of going on? So it goes all the way down, and then I have two that are like different, different heights, right? This thing just fell through. Of course it did. Dang it. It was in there so good too. Oh well, it's fine. I'm gonna get it back out, put it back in, and when you put these in there, I was trying to wedge it in, and then it seemed to wedge in fine around here. Obviously not enough, so I will probably pop some something else in there just to like maybe some tape or something just to widen it a little bit. I think I'm gonna do it right now for you, just show you. Okay, so when I did this, obviously it wedged in there pretty well, but just obviously not enough. So that's fine, these things happen, and this is totally easy. So all I'm gonna do is take some tape, which this is just painter's tape I got at the Dollar Tree, and the idea is just to wrap it around this so that you add a little bit of thickness to it, but there'll be some give because it's this tape, right? And it won't affect now I'm just gonna go and like ripping it off the bottom half so that I can put that on this half. There's cat hair. Love my cats. Oh my gosh, you guys, cat story. I'll show you at the end of the video. At the end of the video, stay tuned for some cat footage. The little booger. Guess what he did? Friday brought in another lizard. But we went and picked up their, did I tell you guys that? We went and picked up their catio that's going in. We're just doing, okay. Anyway, so end of the video. So there's this, and now I put some tape on it so that it'll go in there with a little more oomph, and it's pretty snug now, which is what you want. Because I wanted the top to go on so that it wasn't sticking above the jar, if that makes any sense. I hope it does. The light keeps going on, so I keep covering it up. And there you go, see? Now, I've got it in there, and why won't this go on, you guys? I do something, it works great, and then suddenly it doesn't want to. Okay, come on, there we go, there. All right, so see? And now, it's flush in there and it works great. So it's gonna catch the solar, and then it's gonna turn on at night. And this one's super cool. And see, now I have two of them together, and I just glued these together. But you'll notice I took the innards out of the top one, so that I could get the light up in there, and I extended it, and then it's sitting in the watch if I can do this. You guys will see it on the video. See? So it's sitting in that part. I had to extend it just a little bit, because I wanted it to go all the way down. Ooh, it smelled the glue when I opened that up. Not quite dry yet, probably. All right, so there's those two. Boy, that took a long time to go over those, didn't it? Too much time. Okay, how about this little number? So I actually hauled this sign just last week. So this is very modern, I don't even know if it's boho, it's just really modern. So this had a kitchen sign on it. This is one of the Wall Street wall tiles. They fit perfectly on these. So just FYI, another great thing would be to take 4 of these, put them all together, and you could make a larger wall piece. And these are, what do they call them? I don't remember what they're called, hot grippers or something. They're in the kitchen thing, and they're just little round, like pad, I don't know, like you put between your dishes maybe. Wow, I'm like so off right now. I need to fix this. What is wrong? I don't know. I went dumpster diving. No, I went to the trash can, found it. They're gripper pads are what these are. So for like opening jar lids, you know, and prevent objects from slipping, stuff like that. So they're called gripper pads. And so I just use them to glue on here. It's a very modern looking decor piece. So easy. And when I hauled this, I said I wanted it because the sides were the white, and see, that made it super easy. I didn't have to do anything. So along those same lines, I took that same wall art and took one of the boxes and did this. How cute is this little number? Furniture marker, right? This is the same, those wall tile, sticky tile things. I just put it on there. Furniture marker, the inside. This is shelf paper, but it looks so good. This is so modern and chic looking. I absolutely love this. And then, and it looks really great when paired with this, right? This is like a little set, a little vignette thing. And then I took the two of the vases that I just hauled not that long ago, and I made these two little numbers. Super cool. So K-Mom's husband, Catherine's husband, she was watching a video when I hauled these, and he said to her, that looks like a teepee. They do. And so in honor of him, make sure he watches this. I sort of took this and made it a teepee. So this is just shelf liner, and I sort of wrapped, you'll see I zip tie this all together. I do one zip tie halfway, then I get the rest of them in, do another zip tie, and then remove it, and then cover the zip tie in twine. I really like this. I think it came out really cool. These are the dry branches. I used some of them in another one that we're doing, and then this was left, and it's so modern, and this is boho. This is really boho. And then this one with it sort of ties together. Now that's that, see the shelf liner that I made it a ribbon and twine, like just not even twine flowers. They're just twine things on sticks, and using the other half of the skewers that I used on this. So can you see that? They sort of, but now take this and put it in here. Either one of these. Take this and put it in there, and then put this behind it. Like super cute little set, right? Very cute, very modern. Just, yeah, anyway. So, and those, I just hauled those vases. I'm trying to do that more, like get to them quicker right after I haul them, so you guys can maybe go and still find them when I do them. So I really like this. This really wasn't as hard as you might think. And this one, just adding that, which this is shelf liner, and I made it ribbon. Come on, you guys. Gotta be really careful with it, though, because it does rip really easily. Okay, we're next. This isn't as boho, but it's something that I've had and I wanted to do, so I just went ahead and did it because I'm hanging stuff up all over my house right now. And I was thinking that this was a piece I want to put in my house. This is not available to snag because it's glass, too hard to ship, and it's too heavy. So these are 3 mirror tiles and 3 of the coasters, but you'll notice what I did was I had to paint over that. Look, you can't even see it really. When it's on the wall, nobody will notice. I had to paint over because I had 2 gratefuls because I couldn't find a 3rd one. So if there is, I never found it. But I like how this came out. And then I also went over, I took my glass marker and I went over these to thicken them and darken the words a little bit. So cherished, blessed, grateful. I think this is really cool. And this was a stick that I took off of something, some sign that I took the things off of and you were using them for something else. So we have coasters and the mirror candle holders, and you'll notice that I did it like stair-stepping. So I like it a lot. I think it's a really cool piece for a wall decor. I don't have a hanger on it yet because when my guy gets home, I was gonna ask him, I think he's gonna wanna put 2 on it. So I was like, I'll just leave it and then he can do it before he hangs it. So that's why there's no hanger. Okay, and then this is so stinking cute. This is like really one of those ones where I'm like, it's so adorable. So easy, and I really like it. This is a pencil holder. It's a Jot pencil holder. I just got it. That's a little uneven there. And what I did was there is a little white vase thing in there that a succulent came in that I stuck it in there for mobility. To stick the things into. But then I added some river rock afterwards too because it wouldn't stand up really well. So did that. These are the sticks from that dried flower thing. And these are metallic stickers. And I just took 2 packs, double-sided them. Yes? Is that not cute? It's so cute, you guys. This is so cute. So boho. It's like so boho. If you do this, I didn't glue the ribbon all the way around. What I did is I glued it on the back. I think I would probably go back and glue it all the way around just because it moves. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's still really cute. Okay, so there's that. But this is my favorite thing I made today, and it's not available because it's mine because it's going on my wall. If you guys remember, I think Saturday I held a box of tissues, and I said, I'm going to make a DIY out of it because look at the pattern on this box of tissues. It's like so cool. So I did. And then while I was doing that, Lori, is it Lori? And who else talked to me about putting stuff into the paint? Carmen and Teresa. And Lori, I think it was Lori, Carmen, too. Anyway, you guys talked about putting stuff into paint. I think Teresa started it, and then Carmen and Lori piped in. So what I want to tell you is, I went to the Dollar Tree. That's why we had a Sunday haul, because I went to get powder. So I used the baby powder, which says it's cornstarch today, and I mixed it up with paint. But I also used my black chalk paint because I needed to get a gray because I didn't have a gray. So just like, first of all, and it worked. It worked great. But check this out. Now what I want you guys to see, can you see the definition in the elephant there? I'm wondering. So I did my brush stroke, so we sort of got the ear in there, and he's a little lumpy right here, but that's okay. And anyway, so cute. I love this. It's mine. I'm keeping it. A tissue box. So, twofer, because not only do I get the tissues, because I took the tissues out and I put them, you just open up the side, you put them in, and then I hot glued it, actually closed again, because my hot glue comes right here. So I got the tissues, but then I still have one piece of this. So I'm thinking I will probably do another one for Animal Week. I'll probably do another one like a gorilla or something, because I do have other animals. So, but I started this and I was like, at first I didn't know what I was going to put in there. I ended up putting the elephant in, and I did use the riser because this had a little cat in it before. You'll see in the video. So stinking cute. How simple. And I used the chalk paint idea, you guys. Aren't you proud of me? So that's it. Those are my totally easy Tuesdays. Again, with the black and white theme kind of, other than the purple outdoor lights. But I don't know. It was just something that we're doing right now. My 2 favorites this week, though, really are this one and this one. I just, totally love. Love, love, love. And so easy. Like, so easy. All right, guys, so that's it. Now you get to watch the video of everything I did. Okay, at the end of the video, Cat's story at the end of the video, because he brought me in another lizard. We did go and buy a catio. I think I talked about it over the weekend. So that's here now. And we have to, he's just got to do a way that we have to cut the wire to put it up to the windows. So we have to figure that out. So that meant yesterday they got to go like outside again without in the catio. But, you know, I watch them. And sure enough, that son of a biscuit brought another, and it's in the bedroom because he wants to bring it in there, you know, to where we are. Well, my guy was still in there. And I'm like, oh my God, it's a big blue belly too. It was alive, by the way. We did put it out front and he lived. So there's that. Good thing. I don't know if Friday took his tail or the tail was already gone. I don't know. Anyway, so that's the end of the story. I mean, at the end of the video. And then Sandy, I'll do just a couple of quick little things for you on sand dollars and what you can do with sand dollars, okay? So that's it. You guys enjoy the video. Have a great day, great week, a great life. And always from your singing crafty crafter, happy hunting at your local Dollar Tree. And please consider sharing this and subscribing or whatever else you can do because I need 52 more subscribers in the next 7 days. Hey, my odds are wait, at 10 days I needed over 100. I think we're doing pretty good. I might actually get there. All right. Thank you guys for all your help with that. We'll see ya. Enjoy the video. So these are the new Wi-Fi signs that they have out. I really like them. Of course, I have to take the sticker off, huh? It's not gonna come off easy. Anyway, what I want to do is just pop this a little bit in the normal way that I upscale things, and so I'm gonna take the black marker and just go around the chalkboard very carefully, and it'll bleed into that a little bit, and that's fine. And then I'm going to take the mahogany and I'm going to do the sides of the sign just to finish those off. And then I have some washi tape. And I was thinking about just adding a little bit of decoration on here. So I pulled it out and I looked at it just to let you know that is something that you could do. I'm not. I'm going to take some twine and add to this a little bit. Just regular twine. It's super easy. I'm really not doing much to this except just popping it up a little bit. This couldn't be easier, but it makes it look so much better. So I took the black marker, outlined the chalkboard part of it, and really gives it a finished look, and then the mahogany, and went all the way around the sign, and just pops it so much. And it bleeds a little bit, especially if there's a damaged area on the sign. But it doesn't matter. I really like the way it looks. It gives it more of a weathered look. And this is a nautical rope, but I'm unwinding it. And the reason for this is I like it thicker, not as thick as the nautical rope, but thicker than just a regular twine. So I wrap it a few times, knot it. You'll notice I knot the ends. I always knot the ends of these things. I just like the look better. I think it looks good. And then I'm just going to write the internet and the password on there, and you're done. Quick pop-up, but looks really good. So I have these three, they're like a votive holder. They're really pretty. They're just this purple, this pattern on them. Anyway, I want to use them outside as solar lights because they're so pretty and it would just look really cool. But my idea was to take one of them and make it look almost like a little lantern, a little taller. And so I'm gonna see if I can do that. For one, I'm just gonna put a solar light on here. I didn't have any new ones, so I just got some from outside. So there's a solar light on there. That's super easy. I can just tack it down with glue, or I don't have to, but then this is done. I mean, it's that simple, and this looks like that. But if you wanted to get rid of the thing sticking out of the top of it, you can, I think you can just sort of force this into there. Maybe, maybe not. I have to break one side. Hold on. There we go. It's gonna come off. Maybe. Just trying to get the one side off, because if I can get it off, then I can put this inside of there, tap a little glue into it maybe, and then it'll right? Now we're destroying the top. Okay, well, I guess that's not gonna work. I was really hoping I could get this into there, and then it would be a it would be flush with the top. But that doesn't want to work that way. What if I separate this one instead? Well, this might work. I gotta say, they welded these together pretty well. When you want something to come apart, it won't. I'm sure if I wouldn't got a hammer, but I'm trying to do this just like. Oh, I might get it off of there. Oh, there we go. Okay, so. There we go. Anyway, what I was wondering is if I got that. See, now opening that up, I can just stick a little hot glue in here, and then it's not on, you know, it's not sitting on top. Although I slightly destroyed this one trying to do that. But you guys learn from what I do, and then you can do it the right way, right? That's kind of how it goes. Also, by taking this off, I think I really pushed that. There we go. That came in. There we go. See, it will still get the sunlight, and then it won't, oh, I wish I could just get this off now. Okay. So it won't stick up above. And all I need to do is just put a little pressure in there, I think, and I can get that to stay in there. So just by like bending this piece, I think. So it'll just go in there and like wrap around. I think it'll work like almost like a, well, never mind. It's going to come off, I think. Yeah, it just came off. All right. Well, anyway, the idea was that... I'm not going to be able to get it out, you guys. The easiest thing is turning into something difficult. Why? Come on out, you silly thing. I need you out of there. Out. All right, so I'm going to glue it to the top. But I'm probably not going to use this top. And the reason is I'm going to do another one. But anyway, I'm going to glue it in there and then screw it in there. And then it's flush, okay? So which would be great. So I'm gonna use this top on one of these two. Because on these, I actually want to glue the two jars together, and I wanted the stuff off of one so that I could hopefully put the light inside, push it through. Well, the other one went through. Maybe I'll just switch the lights. Because this one, there we go, yeah. So I want to put that through. Then this lid's going to go on top. And then I'm going to take this one, and it should, see, by keeping this in there, it keeps this from going through. So when I turn it over, that's up on top. And I should be able to, although I really wanted it a little, I think I'm going to add something to this to make it stay at the top so that the light shines on the top one too. You get some. So I went and got a little piece that I took off the dog toys that I made into boho pieces last week. And then I just stuck a little skewer in there because I knew that would, I could then glue that on the inside of the plastic piece that's already on the solar light thing. And that worked perfect. And then it was at the right level, basically. So I'm trying to figure out, I need to remove the other piece for the other one now, if that makes any sense. So I glue this on there and then just screw the top on, and that's going to dry and it's going to sit there. And that one's done. But then I needed to remove the inside of this one for that. So I got the bottom part off, and then I just pried those over it to like hold that light in, but it wouldn't fit. So then I just had to glue it in. I had to take those off and glue it in, and then it was ready to go. And it ended up being a pressure fit, so I took the glue off. It was a lot of work for something so easy. Okay, so this one is I'm gonna make a vase, a boho-ish vase. So this is a pencil holder that they're fairly new in the Jot area, and they had elongated ones and whatnot, but this was the pencil holder. But I'm not gonna use it as a pencil holder. I'm gonna make it a boho vase. This had I think it had a succulent in it, or a little piece of greenery from the Dollar Tree, which I've taken out, but I have this base. And so that's gonna go inside and be what holds my flowers. So this is, obviously this is like material, so it's sort of, will flip-flop around. That's exactly what I want. This is the style, boho style I'm going for. Then I have some faux leather ribbon, some black and some silver. These are the dried flowers, but mostly what I want is the gray sticks because they match this. And then I have both copper and silver for floral stickers, and I have 2 packages of each because I want to put the stickers, take them and put them together to make, a 2-sided flower. So it's going to be very boho-ish, little floral vase thing. I'm not even sure, I guess a vase with flowers, not real. Something like that. Okay, so I unwrap the dried flower, I guess that's what you call them, like dried flower things. And I really just want the gray sticks because they're such a good match for the gray that was on the pencil holder. And I pull out the silver flowers. I decided not to use the copper. The silver, it just looked better, sort of more monochromatic. And then I tack on my ribbon, and I should have tacked it a few more places. I just tacked it where it joined. But so if you want to do this, do that. I would tack it a few more places. But if you don't have the faux ribbon, FYI, I feel like twine would work really well, or also one of the burlap bordered ribbon things. Just more natural elements if you don't have the faux leather. So I started sticking the flowers together. Then I realized I should have put the stick inside there. So I pried it open a little bit, stick a little hot glue. We're good to go. And then the rest of them going forward, I put my stick in there before I put the other one on top. So I have 2 packages, and I'm using the same sticker, but they're not an exact match because they're cut exactly the same from the front. But I just put them together as best as I could so that it was more like 3-dimensional on both sides there was a floral. and it worked fine. But there is just a slight difference in the shapes when you're doing them like that, back to back. Anyway, I get them all in there, and then I just take some of the sticks too and add a few of those in. I didn't want to have to add anything into the vase like moss or anything like that. I wanted just to have the sticks. So after I finished up the stickers and I started putting the sticks in, that really took care of visually what you were seeing if you looked in the vase. Like I said, I just started taking sticks, and I was taking the broken pieces too and putting them in there, and it worked really well. And then after I get it all done, I set it down, and I realized I probably need a little more weight, so I just went and got a couple river rocks and threw them in the bottom. I got them down in there between. And then that was it. This was done, and it came out really, really beautiful. I like this. Sort of very different, and from stickers. Who would have thought? I hope you guys like it too. All right, so this is the mom's kitchen. It's cute. But I'm going to use it to make something else, and I'm going to use another one of these wall peel and sticks, and these are gripper pads, but they're already cut in circles, which is really nice. So I'm just going to make literally a boho piece of decor here. So I open it up, and I take the peel and stick, and it fits perfectly. I love this. This is so easy. And then I just start pulling out those gripper pads and like deciding. In the end, I ended up making some smaller round pieces, which I really liked. Just was more fun because this was not a huge square, so putting more than one of those was kind of eating up too much space. So anyway, and then I just got my spray adhesive. I sprayed it on the back of those, put them on there. I think I cleaned it up a little bit with like a wet cloth just because of the glue. I'm sorry I'm off camera here. That's so bad. But that's it. Like, I looked at that piece left over. I'm like, should I use it? And I was like, oh yeah, I can get one more little thing on the corner there. And it was just spray glue and cutting these out. It was so easy, but it's really a cool looking decor piece. I hope you like it. Okay, so I have these two vases, and this one is fine the way it is. It looks sort of boho. I'll finish it off with something. But this one I am going to revamp, and it'll be a nice accent piece to the other vase. But somebody, when I hauled it, I can't remember who right now, I'll have to say in the video, said their husband was watching with them, and he said that this looked like a teepee. And yes, it does. So I have some skewers, some rope, and this is shelf liner, but I just love the black on here. Changes it completely, and then this will accent well with it because it'll be the same shape still, but a different texture on it. So I think I'm just going to do little dabs of hot glue initially, and I think that will work, but I'll improvise if I need to. So I started wrapping that, and I cut it to the size, so that there was enough on the top and the bottom. Of course, it was going to twirl around, so that doesn't really necessarily work because I didn't really want to gather it. So I started to glue it. That doesn't work. This is ceramic. It's not going to work. And then I took my skewer and I started measuring the skewer for the length that I want, and then got that hot glue off there, counted how many skewers I was going to need, and then just start chopping those off, which was, fun. I tried multiple ways. Finally, scissors is the best way, and it gives a little snap. And then just started putting the skewers on there with the black and holding it. And I got about halfway around, and I realized that the black was now going to run down, so I cut it off. That was fine. Got a zip tie to hold all that in place. So everything's held in place with a zip tie right there, all those skewers and everything. And you'll notice they bend in nicely. It actually works wonderful. So then I go get a piece, and I start putting the rest of the black on there with the skewers. And then once I get it to the, all the way around, I take another zip tie and trim off the black. And I zip tie and I remove the first zip tie. So there's only one zip tie. So I zip tied the first half, then put zip tie on and took the first zip tie off. And then just trimmed that black up all the way around. Now this looks really cool. I really like the way this looks. And I didn't do anything. I thought about should I marker the skewers and then decided no. So after tightening that zip tie up pretty well, I trim it off. And then again, I'm not using just twine. I'm using one section of the nautical rope and wrapping it around to hide that zip tie. But this worked so good, you guys. It was just really cool. And then just glued that off. Then that base portion is done. So now I'm just going to take a piece of this and make it sort of a piece of ribbon to tie on the other vase. That's all I'm doing, the other vase. And of course it ties it in because this is the same stuff that's on the first vase. And then I start filling the vases. So I got a round styrofoam ball to push in there for the skewers to go into. Went back to what I had left of this dried flower arrangement and put that. I thought I was going to put it in this vase. Instead, I ended up putting it in the other vase. And then I started making like twine flowers almost. Just hodgepodge twine on these skewers. And I didn't do anything to the skewers again because they were going to match the other vase that I've already done. And I just like wrapped it and did all kinds of funky things on the skewers. I'm using the cutoff part of the skewer, so I'm not wasting any of that. It worked fabulous. In the end, I did add some pieces of skewer to other ones to make it longer. Like I put two of them together. I just had fun with this. You can see it's just like some of them I made more like a smaller butt on top. Some of them I covered like the entire stick. Like this one, I think I almost covered the entire stick. It almost looks like a cattail when I do that. Anyway, and that was just so it's not flowers in there, they're twine decorative things in there on the skewers in this vase. And then pulled all the elements from the vases were together. So the twine that was on the teepee one is now on the flowers here. And the skewers that were on the teepee one are now on the flowers here. And the bow on this one is what was wrapping the teepee one. And so I think it all looked really good. These are really cool boho pieces. I hope you guys like them. That's how I used two of those vases that I hauled last week. So, and they're cool. I like them together. Plus it looked really good with the other pieces that I made this week. Okay, so I have one of the wood boxes, some peel and stick from the Main Street Wall Creations, a black furniture marker, actually I have two because I think this one's running out, some spray adhesive, and some shelf liner. So I'm actually going to take the black marker and marker the whole inside of this box and all of the corners because I'm going to put the wall sticker on it and you'll have parts where you can see. So I'm going to do the black and hopefully that will just cover up any seams. All right. So I just take my black marker and obviously I'm doing like all the areas that I'm concerned will be exposed, all the joints inside of the handles. And then I go to the inside and just black marker the whole inside with this black marker furniture stain. I love that these sort of leave like the wood grain. You can still sort of see through that also. And then once I get that all colored in and get black ink all over me, I move on to the peel and stick. No, I don't. Well, I'm going to measure the bottom. So I'm cutting. I didn't realize it actually cut through. It did cut through, so then I'm like, oh, and then I was like, oh, no, it went through. Anyway, this took a little bit of trimming because, of course, I've got to get it to fit in there, and I wanted to make sure it fit before I glued it down. And once I did that, I just used a spray adhesive because I figured that was fine, and I didn't want to do anything, you know, too messy. And then I just start taking the tile and cutting it and putting it on the box itself. So that was pretty easy, and it sticks really well. You know, this is that faux backsplash. But when I went to the sides, I was trying to line up the grout lines, FYI. Like I was just trying to sort of see if I could get those lines to line up a little bit, and then I'm just going over where the joints are to make sure that it's nice and dark. And then use my X-Acto knife to cut and trim that off. That worked fine. And then you see I go back over it, and it really pops it and it helps. Then I'm cutting out the handle. I just sort of poked through and went along. It worked really well. This stuff trims up really nice. You could take like a file if you needed to trim that up. I didn't really need to, but I did outline it again with the black. And then I just finish up the box and just put the stickers on. I'm not sure if I show it, but in the end too, I ended up painting the entire bottom of the box. Or not painting, using the marker to do it all black, which really finished it off, and it looked really good. Again, every time I put a piece on, I sort of went over those joints. And I think the box came out super cute. And I put the last side on and cut out the handle, and then it was done. Pretty easy, super modern looking, very boho-ish, I think. And that's with the peel and stick backsplash stickers. So you could do this with gift boxes, all kinds of boxes. Again, I used that marker to go around it, and then I did marker the whole bottom of it. And that really did pop it and finished it off. So cute little piece. I like it. I have these 3 mirrors. They're like, they call them a candle holder. Yeah, they call them a candle holder. But I want to actually make this a wall decor piece, and 3 separate little wall decor pieces. So these are coasters. It's one that says blessed, one that says grateful. It's a little discolored there because I was trying to see if I could get grateful off, and then I have another one that says grateful. But what I want to do is, I have some paint here too, because I'm going to mix a little color and dab it. I want to take the word cherish from the laser cut words here, and I want to put that on here, but somehow I need to try and cover up the word grateful, and so it would be blessed, cherish, grateful. I just think that'd be like a nice little grouping. And I just love the florals on here. I just think they're really pretty. So we can't do anything. We're not gonna have 3 different ones. I'll have to put blessed in the middle somehow. I don't know. Anyway, that's what I'm thinking. So first I have to see if I can really get sort of a color that just I can barely cover this up and still and be able to put cherish on there without yeah, and it'll look okay. So I'm gonna try and paint this first. So I took my white acrylic, put a little bit there, and then some of my brown acrylic and just did a dab and mixed it because I was just trying to get sort of this tannish, almost flesh color to get rid of it. So the tile, of course, is pretty porous, so it took quite a few times of going over it and then adding different colors in. I knew the word cherish was basically going to cover it, so I wasn't too worried about it being like perfectly matching the tile color, although I did get pretty good. And then I darkened cherish with a black marker so that it would pop more. And you can see where I painted over, but not once you put the word cherish on it, it's you pretty much can't. And then I go, oh, I was pulling out glue, glue strings there. Then I go to glue them, and I use the that super glue stuff from Dollar Tree. Forgot to put hot glue, but then added hot glue to hold them in there temporarily while that stuff dried. And then after I do this, I'm looking at them and I'm like, ooh, I think I need to darken the words here. So I take it's the glass marker. I love these. Sell them at the Dollar Tree. If you see them, get them because they're not there all the time. And so I just start going over that and just thickening it and darkening it. Looks great. It really popped it a lot better, I think. And then went and got a stick. Now this was a stick that was left over from something that I removed signs off of. And so I just was trying to decide if I wanted to line them up straight or stair step them. I ended up stair stepping them, and I think that looks pretty cool. So I painted the sides of this stick and the back side of this stick because it's going to show when I put the mirrors on there. There's going to be a gap in between each mirror. So I'm just pushing down. There was a couple little, like, I don't know, nails or something sticking up. So just finished painting that black, and then I just sort of measured a little bit with the stick itself for where to glue down and put them on there, and that was it. It was done, and it looks really great. So for this one, I have a tissue box, and I'm actually going to take all the tissues out, just like this, and then I'm going to put them into a box, another box that I have that's just about empty. And I have this cute little box thing that says perfect with the kitty on it. I'm going to change that out. And these stickers. So my idea is to use the pattern on this box, which is so cool because it's like faux planked wood, and then I'm going to I'm going to cut it for inside this box here. I think it's just about going to fit, and then I'm going to put that inside here, and I'm going to use some of these stickers to say like boho and the cool. I really love the anyway, it's very boho looking. So we're going to just take this and I think, although I might get it open and then put in there and decide that these don't work. So the stickers are iffy, but we'll see, maybe. So I start by removing the cat and the riser. It doesn't want to come up, but I finally get it out of there. And then I take my tissue box and I start trimming down. And it doesn't take long trimming down. I did use the sides as sort of a measurement. I marked on the back so I could get it to closer to the right size. You can see there. And just kept doing that till I got it to the right size. And then I went and got a glue stick to glue it down with. It's thicker because it's cardboard, so which is really nice. So it does glue down fairly well. And these glue sticks seem to be old. It was like really sticky, like gummy, but that's okay. It still worked. And then I took the stickers. I'm just pushing it down there a little bit. Took the stickers out, and I'm like, I don't think so. It's not going to look right. So I put them away, and I went and got an elephant. Who sent me the elephant? Did Jackie send me elephants? Nah. Can't remember now. It was a while ago. And I decided to use the riser that had been used for the cat, but I had to cut it down, so I do that. And then somehow I'm missing footage here. But I went and got this hair color application kit because I bought this for mixing paints. And I went and got my black chalkboard paint, my white acrylic paint, and baby powder that I just bought this weekend for making my own chalk paint. So the black is already a chalk paint, but I hardly put any in it because I'm taking the white, putting the black in to make a gray. So we don't see it, but I paint it all up. It works perfect, and the elephant looks amazing. And I glue him on there, and it's done, and I love this piece, and I'm keeping it. Like, definitely keeping it. what did you bring me? Yeah, I see that. Oh my gosh, you brought me a dead lizard. Oh, and I know you're trying to tell me. Looky, mommy, looky, mommy, look. Yeah. He's very excited.
So I need to get a present.
What is that? Friday. Yeah, you're gonna get it. I'm not touching it.
Okay.
But it's a big one. Friday. We don't need any more presents, thank you. So Friday, are you done now? No more going out to get presents for us today? Friday? I see you're not going back out. One present a day, that's all you have to have. Boji, what do you think of his antics? Boji Bear, what do you think? Boji, you're not catching anything. See that big belly it gets in your... Oh, there you go. Keep cleaning. Good job, Boj. Okay, Sandy, this is specifically for you on sand dollars. So today I made this, right? The thing is, you could take a little box just like this and take a couple of sand dollars and make a sand dollar flower. I don't know what size your sand dollars are, but I'm assuming they're, because you can put, you know, like 5 in a circle and then 1 on top. And what you can do too is sort of whitewash them if you want with a paint color. Just take an acrylic, add some water, even a tempera would probably work. And you can put it into Mod Podge. You can put a little paint into Mod Podge, which will, if you have the mat, it would work. And you could give some color to the sand dollar and put it in a box like this, and it would be a sand dollar flower. The other thing is to take your sand dollars and wrap them in twine so that you can hang them and make a hanging thing of sand dollars. Get one of the smaller wreath hoops, a smaller wreath hoop. Twine all the way around it, okay? So you have this smaller hoop with twine all the way around. And then hang sand dollars off of it in all different lengths. First, you have to wrap your sand dollar in twine so that you have something that you can knot onto to hang it. Super beachy, super cool looking. You could also add seashells to that. And the last thing I'm gonna tell you to do with the sand dollar is they make the glass banks. Have you seen the glass banks? And you take I used one on my camping DIY. You take the backing off of them, and then you can take the inside backing and put like a sea, whatever, scape, or just paint it blue. You have to scrape the words off of it, and then put your sand dollars in there, and then write something about collecting, I don't know, beach, I don't know. I can't think of anything right now, but you can look something up. And the last idea would be to take one of those jars that's a bank. I just had one. I'll sort of show you this way. They make these clear that say things like wedding fund, fishing fund, whatever. So you could take a clear one of these mason jars that has a lid in it like this, because that's what kind of makes it cute, and just write dollar bank on it and put sand in it, seashells and some of your sand shells, and write dollar bank. And actually it'd be really funny if you started just collecting $1 bills in there, because it would look pretty cool for a while. And then also when you do that, you can wrap the top of this with twine. You can give it some seashell charms, or even sand dollar charms. So anyway, Sandy, let me know if that's some good ideas and if those worked for you. If I'd had sand dollars, I absolutely would have done them for you, but I didn't. So I hope that works. Thanks, guys.